I mean, go straight to Ahumano Sini Indian common. At a pioneer shall say in common F the NPP and I feel so a year or more meeting or more call and rap looking at other issues almost force a bit to me about party and then other major reforms almost force on to me a bit to me aboa na bibia to me akoye na enumono and ansem bebrena be PM say the biggest one that we think we want to talk about and answer AD hipano the issue of Yanto a presidential candidate abano enwie na afi yembehwe dia kanone de ewo echire na regional elections and ne afi say national elections ni nyina no ye betumi ahwe ni nyina mekwa homano so na me ni nua be madam for pa Dr. Palgrave Boakye Danquah or a member of the Agyapong team no ye ni komo na afi yenhwe say reforms in the crown no ogitum say ekoye anaso say is otherwise. Doc, Bibia Boko there, good morning.
Kotomedasi, Nyamiadum, Bibia Boko, who's beyond being a member of the incoming flag bearer, Honorable Agyapong team, I'm also a member of the New Patriotic Party.
Okay. Nice one.
Nice one. It's in the interest of the New Patriotic Party.
Definitely.
And on the a member of the incoming flag bearers campaign team.
You incoming?
Of course. I mean, Charles Saint with you for the Washington. If I in jacket about the grassroots of the New Patriotic Party, the rank and file from polling station to constituent level to regional to national.
Okay.
And clearly also give a clear good morning and happy belated birthday, 65th belated birthday to the Honorable Kennedy Akompreko, the incoming flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party.
Sure. All right. Doug, me and Incomo, me sure say what reforms na ban. First off, you share the other reforms so what's once a month. Do you have any Obibeka reasons around it? See before say and no inquiry before a presidential candidate today so.
Okay, Kojo Medase, I mean say National Executive Council and then before Isha and Dra Alisa and Komo Bebre Akoso. At your way, no, Yakwabatu and Ankoye, Executive Council, and they say to 2 on Michael Quay, Committee, Omon Concoyen Shibuna, Omoshes and Yibit Boy, and Ona, Yitmia Recapture Power. The Anon Coyen Shibuba, and I, you say, Nimibu on my association, Kobia, Sononia, so you move Dopim, Emra, it's your modern SRC, a constitutional amendment. It's constitutional amendments no for CI Emma Obiani FLC or what issue be a party over to me the input about Kofu Brady Omodia Boy, Honorable Agyapong so and then dear boy, a Casayambo Modina, yes, but debate, which was also some issues coming out of the fallout of the Michael Quinn committee report. I don't know, come by around the fact that the constitutional amendments and I said, here saying the court down, I accept it into Comodiani Niano, and it's a 31st, no, 19th of July, Ayabosumina Yoko Ribbon, 19th of July, 2025, party, Ebeye Extraordinary Delegate Conference. Now, yet to be a party resolution of the proposed amendments into the Constitution. Ye no abaye ye new Constitution, ye debe yejuma. In Komoka Kreba, you know, so they say, you may expand it based on it. Mamesha say, a show how it used to be and how it is going to be now. Unim says, the local constituency and constituency, executives at the constituency level, 17. Executives at the constituency level, 17. You see, the PA Babacao, other officer, a research officer, Babacao. Now you're the elections officer, Akahon. Now, both the number they be increasing, or almost about maybe 2021, because research and elections, and I will have a research officer and then we'll have an elections officer. Now, the PWD, persons living with disability, rep Bako, any legal, rep Bako, Aka. Constituency level. The number nana all this while you didn't know a year 17 no. Yet to would have about 20 or plus one, say an odd number.
Okay.
And you call regional region there, you say numbers will remain the same. It's over main region. Eastern region. It will be producing Omampeni and another Danquah Kufano. Asante region, a producing Omampeni, John Agyapong Kufo. Like it really says, you got regional balance in the you got central region, and the entire have an Gold Coast nationality. And I'm very certain that it will produce the next flag bearer of the new patriotic party. You say polling station, yet the extra two, polling station level at semi polling station, and we walk under of constituency. Say call polling station, say Otafo, maybe I'm a there were 5 polling station officers in my polling station. You know me, say, you know, electoral affairs officer, and you sign the communication officer account. It is here at my local polling station or executives, be increasing from 5 to 7 because you have the 2 account. And in Komoka Council by NSA, previously, now you were electoral area coordinators. I mean, to say me constituency, no constituency. There were 16 electoral area coordinators. 16 electoral area coordinators on share polling stations and so. Let me give you an example. To say, Abia Waba New Tafo, and I say Waba Old Tafo, and I wako iti, and I wako Kukuntumi. Electoral area coordinator no about maybe 50 or so polling stations under members underneath him. What we are going to have is to have the electoral area executive committee. Electoral area executive committee. Previously, nipa bako and other electoral area coordinator ano. They say Oba AP, Oko New Tafo, Oko Old Tafo, Oko Kokontumi, Oko Dar es Salaam. There was one electoral area coordinator. It Oko Dar es Salaam say, Tafo Zongwa, electoral coordinator, and you're Brown Osman. They say, in addition to Brown Osman, they're going to elect other officers. Brown Osman will still be the chair of the committee, so, but on yet the only person who will be making decisions over the polling station executives. In general, we are going to have the secretary, we are going to have the organizer, we're going to have the communication officer and electoral affairs. We are going to do a lot of expansion. If the second we are in commercial by about deputies, do on forecast communications director of the party client to Nosiapa never because they say in Kofubu Onoma as a 2 minute state general secretary as in Nema. In Common for PSA, appointed officers will still be appointed officers. Appointed officers so that's where it is. And then Tony says also you do presidential.
Yes. Anti-presidential no yeah basu sisian. I hope sir these reforms in what I see as you Dr. Palgrave of NPP are you okay with it with what is happening on the grassroots with the connection with the increment of numbers and all that first off?
Well, yes, to be fair, also party there to say they are going to expand it a bit more. All former appointees of the government, all former DCs, MCs, ministers, deputy CEOs who are card-bearing members and have paid their dues. Former MPs and sitting MPs. That means former parliamentary aspirants also account because we contribute to the party at the local level.
Doc, did you say aspirant?
It is so big aspirant candidate. That's it. We need he's still a senior member of the party in the constituency. To say me say, me watch it because you know about many Obey Mensane, Nana Kojo, and a few others, and even the sitting MP. 50 and as I say a Buffalo AD in Kunim. So in Tianya Yendi Kunim beyond the sitting MP or be a former MP or Betuaban, all of us idea will be in your government appointee ultimate to but meanwhile we have contributed to the party at the local level. Even the local primary secretary yeah, to Asiaba. We are not delegates. I am Kaku, you reach me to your home. I hinted fair they should have added former parliamentary aspirants. But we are going back as far back as 2000. All the former no from President Kofo, Amremu, ABC, or Benin and Ado Danquah Bufo Amremu no. Who your former Bia Nase, Yamiado Mutiasia, Obetuaba. You say 31st of January, and I hear Kwakoye, your flag bearer shape primaries.
Yes. Okay. Now there's this theory say why is the party taking the top bottom approach kind of thing? Why won't you do it from I don't know where you have all the elections done maybe electoral to regional to executives and the national now if you have presidential because the influence of the current executives no presidential candidates it will affect some of the presidential candidates now contestants and be some more contesting.
Kojo, I have two schools of thought.
Okay.
The party no it's for the grassroots. Mamika Sembia Mete from CK Tender or your party in Pennyfonibia with the party in he's no more with us, he's gone to eternity.
Yeah.
But Mamika Sembia okay or Sitamana here to party a year from 1991, 92 and here per se forming the new patriotic party. Almost they were all in a room in terms of the founders of the party. Not Kania Wohono, but almost said that Idum Kaniano. Then ye beya the Tumi Bar, it will not be yen cassette, now we were honum, now we were honum, now we were honum. Now ye for me any favoritism. So that the party belongs to the grassroots. It's party there, it belongs to the grassroots. I have two schools of thought. Kojo, top approach to the bottom approach. The way your leader or your servant at heart, that is, you have created a monster. And these are my schools of thought. When your leader, yes.
Dog, I saw you know my line no more Mr. Wa. Hello? The line no akate, but yene Dr. Palgrave Boakye Danquah and you know Edin Common or a member of the Agyapong team and you know Edin Common but so far what church mu say call a meeting the NPP National Executive School meeting so if you mobile no the Edin hu en common one of the major ones January 31st 2026 elections to elect the presidential candidate earlier on Nanabi Edin Komo national organizer, but they know kind of say it will be much better. Say omobeye election no senebeya ebetumi aboana nyememu adahonum. Then the presidential candidate will have enough time, 3 solid years, to really bridge the gap with the party, and then at the same time to me atone ye and unti ana omo pese omo understand. But I mean call line so na me ne dog and twice so dog. Sorry, all I know ekati and patcho much say be out ufi no.
Down approach him. So when you're leader, and let me state it clearly, when you're leader, or you're servant oriented, that is you create a monster at the top. Now, Kojo, it is in the wisdom of the party founders. I almost say the party a grassroots for there. It's the area again to about every form, every polling station, Embra constituency, Embra regional, Embra national Afania to flag bearers. But Kojo, it's not a problem.
Okay.
Say I am in Penifua can say you better about from top to bottom. Edra medaya me dream me say when the head is rotten, that's where you start cleaning it up from. Okay. So no, if it is rotten and it's a mess, you start cleaning it up from there. For me, I'm in no doubt in my mind. Really no doubt in my mind. There. Yeah, air no. So, some candidate will be back JK. And so say, yeah, from top to bottom now, it will favor him. No? There's a proverb in tree. Yes, they say, it's air pra.
Yes.
And so for me, the top linear from the election results clearly tells us that there must be a change. If the change is starting from the top there, then for me, I am confident. Say, Honorable Ken Agyapong will be the next.
Okay, so educate here, Kakra, and then my good self. So does it mean?
What that also means is that the decision has not yet been made, but there's a likelihood, we might do the polling station before we do the flag bearership.
Okay.
So if your polling station, your polling station November, imagine what I say, because you ever call extraordinary conference here, you ever call July. If your corner say station ready. If the base is ready, there is no person that is standing this flag bearership primaries or the base than Honorable Ken Agyapong. It is here to the base, we have the numbers increase from 5 to 7 at the various polling stations. What populate here? Now you two we not so many able to abandon you see the old album or constituency and regional and national. Polling stations we expanded near the Tuabana. The next time you are talking to me in January, February 1st, you will be talking to me from the flag bearership of because by that time you declare Honorable Ken Agyapong as the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. So let me also say something to you, Kojo, before we conclude. I'm a man of spirit. I believe in the prophecies. So concept be brave about
dog opposition we man online mo
me pacho wote.
Good.
Me say I'm a man of the spirit and I believe in prophecy.
Okay.
Na in concept be brave about. Na in concept ba kwa me de I know is the prophecy from the prophet of God, Prophet El Bedad. In concept buy or kai and say we from 2015 said there's going to be a political disruptor. And or science and the Wednesday I'm in Okasam. They are many who are not Thursday from coming. Or the same way nobody can prevent becoming the flag of the New Patriotic Party.
As online ma sign
hello Kojo hello Kojo it is as though Onyankopon system yemedi because adia yebeyeno in terms of elections yebeyeno you two about from top to bottom before me
exactly
good now the political flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party waiting kunim me pato me boa the percentage on 37% single-handedly when we were in government. Obiba JK, almost 60%. Not subtract 60% from 37%. That is JK, about 27%. What you say? It means Kennedy even had 2/3 more of half of what Obiba JK had. By my calculation, you understand that?
But yes,
it is a CIA opposition. Government machinery any honor. Obia opposition. Obia any honor my fall year catching is a fall in rank in Yema. And you see that movement from other places to Agyapong camp. Shots are moving. Look at the former minister, regional minister. All the people are all moving Vibana. See the 37% in the one. I can tell you that this will be a convincing win.
Okay.
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
And to Dr. Palgrave, whether we do the top bottom approach or we do the bottom top approach, whichever way it is, NPP any abemubium where the issue of fall in line here, why nya yebe UFI high and support to yenye no any honey dear. Say answer sakrana uni problem whether we do a top bottom approach.
Problem.
Okay.
Many problem because you see, many problem. Hello, what I mean? Leader that we have in Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is a servant leader.
Okay.
What you are saying?
Okay.
And because of your servant leader, no, so to the swabber from topper, you will be able to sanitize the system all across the various blocks that we have. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Bambeye democratic, Bambeye autocratic, and Bambeye a monster at the top. Because of your servant leader. And not take grassroots I say. It's I in my thinking, she'll say, see a two abano from top. Now you Honorable Kennedy Agyapong as the flag bearer of the new patriotic party. You never go back to the base. Because if you another time you're a police station, you are safe constituency. Now you are Babisi National.
Okay.
And then from there, the party is reformed and we are moving forward into 2028 general election. And Kojo, I can tell you, look, Andrea here discussing the most experienced politician in Ghana. And I can say, you can only discuss the most experienced politician in Ghana based on the threats that they have had. But what am I saying? Yes, based on the threats. Omampeni Nanado Danquah Kufado. Threats ban also in government was COVID-19 and Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And when the threat are impacting the government, clearly. It's no because John Dramani Mahama, a most experienced politician.
Sure.
And I'm saying, no, you can't make that argument because who threats are about John Dramani, so which me are surviving. What makes you experience is the threats you have survived. But what you're saying?
Yeah.
Look at Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, 24 years in the legislative arm of government, which is Parliament. Because Parliament is an arm of government. The section your media is the fourth realm of the estate. You cut the executive, now you about legislature, now you about judiciary, now you about the media. It's Obia Wakom Rasebedremuno is a potential candidate to lead this country from their political side. Nobody, as this Obia underestimating Obia which me come Rasebedremu. And Nutina so be episode be the flag bearer. That's on come Rasebedremu. Okokofa Obi Obebabe na be the say or no akom Rasebedremu. Because there is no way you are able to be discounting the impact of Rasebedremu Ejuma. Na me de tutu ono so no Honorable Kennedy Agyapong at Rasebedremu committees are crucial in this country. Medikai a budget committee, yet also a judiciary committee, yet also miensa a communication committee, yet also a 9 a defense, interior and national security committee. Nabra, on my pain another Danquah Kufado Amemomu, Nami Kasama for governance and security. And I can tell you on record, say Utumi chair defense, interior and national security committee in Parliament. Bruh, that's say you are the next person to lead the country. Because Yema national security briefing to the C1, our commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Yeah.
You as a chair of the committee, Utimubi. It's in terms of security strategy, in terms of which
okay.
It's some of the credit Emma Omampeni and Naduda Ufado. Efa Bamba which me Ghana who against all terror attacks across the sub-region of South Africa. I can also give similar credit to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong as the former chair of the Defense, Interior and National Security Committee in Parliament.
Okay.
Inti cyber security architecture Honorable Minister for Communication, Madam Osla, Minister, and Dr. Ichubu Isiakun, Cyber Security Director General. Who share documents near the Tutu now. I am reliably informed, say, at the time, now Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and a chair of the Communications Committee in Parliament.
Okay.
And to make sure, say, we have a cyber security architecture.
Okay.
It is clearly, you can also say today is that Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is one of the most experienced politicians in Ghana.
Okay.
See, one of them because there are many.
Okay.
What you are saying.
Okay.
One of them. Also because of his experiences in Parliament, and also the threats are which we are surviving.
Okay. All right. Doug, you bedding come on. I think that Richard Bedford now Waba Studio, so we can have one-on-one and then really look at the candidates Kennedy Agyapong. The ensure quite be first way to me Edin Hunkomoye to the people of the New Patriotic Party in Ghana as a whole. Yeah, that's a part. Dr. Palgrave, watch it Danquah, a member of the Kennedy Agyapong team. And I don't know Edin Komono.